This here's the best S2 car in Forza Horizon 5, let me explain it to you. In this video, we're comparing this car to some of the other most ludicrous S2 cars in this game. And by the end of this, I'm going to prove to you that this is the best S2 car, and I will go into a detailed breakdown of my build and tune at the end, so you can directly copy it and make the best S2 car in the game for yourselves. I would describe this car as psychotically speedy, having broken brakes and terminal turning. Here we are at the Arc of Mulehey circuit. I'm going to show you guys a side-by-side lap of the Brabham BT62 against the Bad to the Blade, one of the other best handling cars in this game. Sliding everywhere. Count it, it's fine. Ooh, dang, that's close. Ah, close. That was very close. 46.83. I cannot get this thing to keep up with that Brabham. And just for fun, I took a Forza Edition Sesto Elemento in and did a lap with it. That is available for members in the members extended cut. Now we're going to do something that's going to be a little bit harder for me to do. We're going to do a brake test because this thing has incredible brakes. There's 100 and brake. There's the tire marks of the Brabham. Here's the tire marks of the Bad to the Blade. Not, yeah. You can definitely tell this is the Brabham because it's hard braking, but Bad to the Blade, not as good, as was evident by our race earlier. Now, let's do a top speed test. We're starting in the Bad to the Blade. That being said, everybody's build is going to be slightly different on this, depending on how much downforce you have, how inflated the tires are, all that stuff. We're sitting at about 194 on flat ground. This thing does not go super fast because it's supposed to handle really well. But as we could tell by the earlier race, this thing does not beat the Brabham in a race. Well, that's a bad sign. Not even in our last gear yet, and this thing's already smoking the Bad to the Blade. On flat ground, it's looking like 207 is what this thing's topping out at, which is rather rapid, considering it can brake better and turn better than the Bad to the Blade. You see how fast we just stopped there? That is bananas. This thing is incredible. It's almost like it breaks my brain sometimes when I drive it. I take a corner and I think, oh, I'm going way too quick, and then it's like, oh, it just made it. Never mind, it's fine. And for our final test, folks, I know I usually clown on it and say, oh, it's NASCAR, but in reality, this thing handles so well that this is the best environment to test it in. Here we go. Once again, going up against another Brabham. My car's not going to be as fast in a straight line as that one is, but it looks like I'm handling better than him for sure. For sure. 13-0, not bad. 13-0 again, but better. $12.9. Yeah. As you can see, this thing is bananas. Bananas. Now for the Bad to the Blade. If I could keep this thing from sliding and keep it off the wall, we might have a decent time. Come on. Come on. 13-1, 13-0, something like that. 13-1. $13-something again. Still not as good as our screwed up lap. Come on, car. Keep it together. Trying to run the good line. Just 13-1. That's the best I can do with this thing. Frankly, you should be embarrassed. That's bad. And on the Horizon Mexico circuit on the player, the rivals board, look at that. My position, top of my friends in a Brabham. No surprise. 3,000th in the world. That car, it's the best car. What do you want me to say? So folks, frankly, this is the best car in the game. If you think I'm wrong, let me know why. You might be right, but to me, this thing's the best car in the game. One of my favorite things about this car is anywhere in the game that if you're free roaming traveling, you can basically just full throttle this thing everywhere. Like, I mean, you do have to slow down sometimes, don't get me wrong, but it's very rare. Like if I'm traveling to the drag, or I guess it is the drag strip, the airfield up here, if I can speak, I haven't let off the gas once. I don't have to either. Still full throttle. Still full throttle. I could go zooming in there too. Still full throttle. Haven't had to let off just yet. Obviously, there are other cars that can do this, but there are also other S2 cars that can't do this. It's just, I mean, it's so easy to drive, and it's like, it looks kind of slow, but it's no slouch. Like, easy money. I still full throttle the whole way through here. Anyway, I'll stop rambling. Let me show you the build on this thing. This has the Racing V12. Surprise, surprise. It is all-wheel drive, of course. It is twin turbo, of course. It's got racing slicks on it. They're the stock tires. Why would you change them? They're as wide as they will go on the front and the rear. I believe we have the track width out as much as it will go on both front and rear. Yep, sure do. Everything else with the tires is stock. Drivetrain, we have a 9-speed because I like more gears, and it also adds a little bit of weight, so you can add a little bit more power if I remember correctly. Doesn't even have the lightest drive shaft. It's just got a stock drive shaft. Of course, it has the race diff. It has rally springs, wink wink, that's cool. It has the stock intake. It has the stock fuel system. As you can tell, some of these have been purchased because I have done different builds and just worked on this car until I got it right where I liked it. Stock, all this, the twin turbos, stock. Intercooler, a little better. Has the upgraded oil and cooling, and that is that. That's the only thing you can do for this thing. Now into the custom tuning. We have 22, 23 and a half. No surprise, I run that on everything. Here's how I have my gears spaced out. You can kind of shrink them a little bit, but I kind of like them right where they're at. You see this alignment? It's weird, huh? But it works so well. This is the grippiest car known to man, I swear. Anti-roll bars are 1065. The springs, there you go. We have the front end picked up just a little bit. It's weird, but it works really, really well. Damping is 20 and 1 for all. Aero is cranked up to the moon. No surprise, the brakes are stock, and we have 100, 0, 100, 0, and 80% for the diff. That is the entire build on this car. It is crazy.